Hey there, welcome back to Tag Economy. Today's hot topic, President Biden's latest warning that the Chinese economy is teetering on the brink. Yep, old Joe has spoken, and we're here to dissect it. In a recent interview with Time magazine, President Biden claimed that China's economy is about as sturdy as a house of cards in a hurricane. He even went so far as to say that the idea that their economy is booming, give me a break. Well, Joe, you took the words right out of our mouths. Not much I agree with you on, but that is one of them. Who told you to say that, Joe? Biden painted a bleak picture highlighting China's aging population. He noted that most of them are too old to work. Now, this isn't your grandpa's China we're talking about. It's a country facing a demographic time bomb. Imagine having more retirees than working adults. It's like running a marathon with a walker. Think about it. China has spent decades building this economic juggernaut, but now it's facing a workforce crisis that makes the DMV on a Monday morning look efficient. And it's not just the aging population, it's the one-child policy coming back to bite them in the rear. Fewer young people means fewer workers, and fewer workers means less economic output. It's like trying to win a football game with half your team stuck on the bench. But wait, there's more. Biden also took a swing at China's Belt and Road Initiative, calling it a nuisance graveyard initiative. Ouch! Damn, Joe. This initiative, meant to expand China's global influence, is now being portrayed as a massive flop. It's like promising the world a 5-star buffet and then serving up cold leftovers. The Belt and Road Initiative was supposed to be China's ticket to global domination. They were going to build roads and ports and bridges everywhere. Instead, it seems they've built a lot of debt traps and unfinished projects. Imagine inviting all your friends to a housewarming party and then realizing you forgot to build half the house. Not a great look. I feel like that's something that old Joe would do. Let's not forget the context here as well. China's economic growth was the entry of the world until COVID-19 decided to crash the party. While the rest of the world slowly recovered, China stuck to its zero COVID policies like a clingy ex. This led to a cocktail of economic woes, falling prices, a real estate crisis, and a loss of consumer confidence. It's like the perfect storm, but with less George Clooney and more economic despair. Speaking of the real estate crisis, let's dive a bit deeper. China's housing market is in the dumps. Property developers are defaulting left and right. Home prices are plummeting, and consumers are losing faith. It's like a game of Jenga where all the pieces are falling, but nobody wants to admit it. Evergrande, one of the biggest real estate developers, is sinking faster than the Titanic, and it's dragging down the economy with it. Now, let's pivot, and let's focus on something shiny, precious metals and gold. With all this economic turbulence, guess what becomes a safe haven? You got it, gold. When economies wobble, gold prices tend to sparkle. Investors flock to it like moths to a flame, seeking stability amidst the chaos. So, if you are looking for a silver lining, or should I say a golden one, now might be the time to consider investing in precious metals. Gold isn't just a pretty metal, it's the financial world's security blanket. When the stock market throws a tantrum, when currencies fluctuate like they're on a roller coaster, gold just sits there, all shiny and reliable. It's like the calm, unflappable grandparent in a room full of screaming toddlers. And right now, with China's economy on shaky ground, gold is looking more attractive than ever. But the saga doesn't end there. As the U.S. gears up for the November elections, Biden warned that China is already meddling. He claims they're rooting for Trump. Seriously, Joe? This feels like a plot twist from a bad soap opera. Meta even disrupted 5 China-based influence campaigns. It's like a digital game of whack-a-mole, but with more geopolitical consequences. So let's add some context here. China meddling in U.S. elections? Who would have thought? Apparently, Beijing has been using platforms like TikTok to sway public opinion. That's right, folks. Your dance videos and lip sync battles might be part of a grand scheme to influence democracy. It's like the Truman Show, but with way worse choreography. Biden is right about one thing, though. Election meddling is no joke. But let's be real. Whether it's Russia, China, or that shady guy in your neighborhood, everyone seems to have a vested interest in American politics. Maybe we should just invite them all to the debate stage and have a global free-for-all. At least it'd be entertaining. So, what's the takeaway here? China's economy might be on shaky ground, but that's nothing new. The world's been watching this slow motion train wreck for a long time now. And amidst all this, gold and precious metals are looking pretty darn attractive. As for the political meddling, well, welcome to 2024. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Remember, everyone, when the news gets crazy, we are here to make sense of it with a side of sarcasm. Until next time, stay skeptical, stay informed, most importantly, stay sarcastic.